Welcome to the cabin tour for Norwegian Dawn, balcony cabin 8038. This is a category BF balcony. So let's go inside and take a tour. Immediately inside the door, you've got some shelves and a programmable safe. It's a little small, so you're not going to get a laptop in there, but it will protect all your other valuables. Then we have the hanging closet here. Way up above, you've got your life jackets hiding up there. Got a couple of robes for you to use during your cruise. Several hangers that come standard. And then here's our pro tip for you. Ask your cabin attendant for extra hangers when you arrive if you have more clothes than you have hangers for. And they can bring those to you and you'll have extra at your convenience whenever you need them. Of course, they have laundry service on board should you need it. And then in here, you've got several shelves to store any of your belongings. And the hanging here, you can have it set up to be long for ladies' dresses or that type of thing. Or you've got these extra shelves that will pull down and you have extra shelves. So very convenient, well laid out. So as we move on here, again, extra storage way up top. Here is your in-room refrigerator. Comes stocked with a couple of things that you can purchase, or again, you can have your cabin attendant take those away if you have no intention of purchasing those, and that will free up extra space in your refrigerator for anything you want to put in there. Down here is another shelf. And hiding back here is one of the few outlets in the room. We'll get to that in a minute, but there aren't a lot of power outlets in this room. So there's a European outlet here, and then down below, you've got 3 drawers to store any of your clothing. The vanity area here underneath is where it's plugged in, but up top here is your in-room hair dryer, so you don't need to bring that. There's a nice mirror here for you to check yourself out before you go out for the evening. Make sure everything looks good. And then again, here with the limited power we were talking about, there is a North American power outlet here and then a UK outlet. So if you're traveling here from either Europe, US, or UK, you want to make sure that you're bringing the proper adapters to be able to use those other outlets if you need to. Okay, we're going to turn around here. A couple of hooks to hang things. This is your control for your temperature, your thermostat. And then right in here is the bathroom. Again, right inside the doorway. And you've got your toilet area, sink with extra towels. You've got a close-up mirror, extra shelving up there on top. Not a lot of space on the vanity, but or on the sink area, but a little bit. And they make up for that down below with an extra shelf there and a second one below, and then of course you've got a little trash can there. Inside you've got to the right rather, here is your shower. It's a handheld shower, so you can adjust that to whatever height you may need. Of course, a sliding glass door. And of course, Norwegian provides body wash and a shampoo conditioner combination. Okay, moving on to the rest of the room. You've got your bed, king size bed here, and this can be broken up into 2 twins, depending on the configuration you want. There's a little nightstand here, but no power outlets on either side of the bed. So any of your mobile devices or anything that you would normally charge beside the bed, that's going to have to be done at the vanity. So no place to plug in there. This particular room is an adjoining room. So if you happen to have booked the room right next to it with a, say, family, you can have these doors unlocked and you'd be able to access both of those rooms inside. You wouldn't have to go out into the hallway. If you don't have that, then this remains locked and you don't have to share it with your neighbors. Over here is your phone, lighting controls again. We got some water with our booking. You may or may not get that, but this table is movable if you need it to. And one thing hiding behind the television here is another power outlet that you can use. It is another European outlet. So again, if you're not from Europe, you'll want to bring an adapter to be able to use that. But it is another place that's got a power outlet for you to use. And then on this side is a little love seat that you can sit on. This one does not pull out, so this is not a third. This room does not have a pull-out couch to accommodate a third person, so it's just a nice seating area for you. And let's take a look at that balcony. Nice and bright out there. So as I said, this is a category BF, so it's one of the lower level balcony cabins that you can book on this ship. So you've got some of the wall here in your balcony. It's got a nice large window here that you can look out, so you get plenty of view to enjoy the sea and the ports when you're in port, but it's not as big as the BA categories, the upper level balcony categories. But you do have space here for all your own private balcony, and of course a couple of chairs and a small table here that you can sit and enjoy the views with either your morning coffee or maybe an evening cocktail or something, watching the sunset. All right, that is it. That is the cabin tour for Norwegian Dawn Room 8038.
Hi, rooming family. If you like this cabin or want to sail on any NCL ships or any trips at all, give us a call at the number right down here, and we'll get you all booked and set up and take great care of you. And if you're enjoying our videos, hit like, subscribe, and that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future tours. And go feel free and browse some of our older stuff. But you guys have great and safe travels, and farewell.